Hey everyone, it's Lauren. Welcome back. Today I'm doing a video all about new makeup launches that have come out recently or going to be coming out really soon. It's kind of going to be like a little bit of May, some June, as well as a few July releases. And normally I do these videos kind of monthly. It's been a long time since I've done that, but normally I do them monthly, so it's more just kind of that month. But this one I'm going to be talking about a few more products than I normally do, just because we're talking about, you know, a broader time span of product launches. We're going to talk about a new palette from ABH's Norvina subset, some Morphe 2 launches, a Achiface launch, so many different things. So if you're interested in all of that, my opinions on these products, where you can get them, how much they're going to cost, all of that information, then just keep on watching. But two things before we get started is that I will have links to all of the products I mentioned today in the description below. So if you'd like to check any of them out, just know that any link that has an asterisk beside of it is an affiliate link, which just means if you decide to purchase a product using my link, I can make a commission off of your purchase at no extra cost to you. But I do like to be transparent about that right in the beginning of all my videos where I do have any links in general and specifically affiliate links. But last thing before we get started is that all of the products that I mentioned today will have pictures going from different Instagram accounts that I have found. There's Hot Fire Makeup, there's Trend Mood, I'll list them all on the screen now where these images are coming from, and as I put this image up there, you'll know which account it came from, and I'll have all of their accounts linked in the description below if you would like to check them out. But with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get talking about these new launches. So first I want to talk about a palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina subset. This is the Norvina Volume 5 palette. It's $60, just like the other four that have already come out. It has 25 different colors, and I really like this color story. It differs from the other ones in that it's a little bit more of a lilac color scheme. They've already done a purple one, and to be completely honest, I think the reason that this is getting as much attention as it is because the Norvina, first off, Anastasia Beverly Hills really has not come out with too much recently. I think, you know, what was it, 2018, 2019? I think it was 2019, the fall of 2019, when they really were just launching things non-stop. And I feel like that gave a lot of people fatigue. I feel like it made them feel very tired of Anastasia Beverly Hills and kind of drew away some of their fan base. And so I think they decided to take kind of a halt, step back, and really just, you know, work on their products a little bit more, and I think they have done that. I'm not sure what kind of results they've seen, but specifically the Norvina subsect of Anastasia Beverly Hills brand really has not come out with much at all, and this is the first palette that they've come out with in this format in a year now. So I don't know. I think that's contributes to a lot of why it's getting a lot of attention. Also, for me personally, this is either my favorite or my second favorite of the Anastasia Norvina palettes that have come out so far. But the two main things that are deterring me from this palette is, one, I have not tried out this palette formula, and everyone I've heard talk about the Norvina palettes have said that the formula is just not as good as the Anastasia original, I don't know, 12 pan, maybe 14 pan palettes, you know, the ones in kind of the traditional velvet packaging. I've heard that they're just not nearly as good as those, and so personally, I don't need 25 new shades. I definitely don't need many more purples, lilac-y shades. I love them, but I don't really need any more of them. And then another thing that's kind of getting me with this palette is the price. I mean, I know the other ones were priced at the same price or at least very, very similarly, but I don't even pay $60 very often from brands that I love. And right now, Anastasia really hasn't been too much on my radar, so that's another reason that I just don't think I would pick up this palette. But if you are interested, it is already available at Sephora, I believe Anastasia's website, so you can go ahead and get it if you want. Next up, another launch from Anastasia, and I believe this came out in conjunction with that first launch that I talked about, but this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip balms, and these are in coconut, mango, and strawberry. So they have 3 different versions. They're scented, hydrating lip balms, and they're supposed to not only nourish but also enhance the color of your lips, and they're $18 a piece. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but with these lip balms, I'm not entirely sure if you know how strawberry tinted things or strawberry version things typically give off kind of a tinted rosy type of look or reddish kind of look to your lips, and then, you know, the mango would probably give off more of a golden type of look, and then coconut would probably be clear. I don't know if that's how these are, but if it is, I don't know. I really don't think I'd be very drawn towards it just because I don't love coconut scented things very much at all. I'm really not too into mango either, and strawberry would be the only scent that I feel like I could really get down with, but I also don't love red tinted things on my lips. I just don't love that. So I mean, first off, that's one reason I don't think I would get it, but another reason is that they're in a pot, and I don't mind things lip balms being in pots at all. My Vaseline lip balms are my all-time favorite, and those are in pots, but those are also $1 to $3, and these are $18, so it makes it a little bit harder to justify that price point when they're not in a very, easy to bring around type of like compatible component. So it makes me a little bit, I don't know, not wanting to try it. The packaging on it, like the little design on the lid, I do have to say is really cute. It doesn't scream like ABH to me, but that could be the route that they're trying to go down, and I do think it's pretty cute. But if you guys are interested in any of that, those are already available at Sephora as well as Anastasia and maybe a few other retailers. So the next launch I want to talk about is one from Morphe 2, and if you're not familiar with Morphe 2, it's really just a subsect of the Morphe brand. It seems to be aimed at like the younger demographic, like kind of Gen Z, people who are on TikTok. Like I feel like they're using a lot of TikTokers to be kind of the face behind the brand, and so it seems to be aimed at like a little bit of a younger audience, someone who's not really wearing makeup all the time or is just dabbling into makeup, wants something a little bit lighter weight, kind of like a Glossier-esque brand. But the product that they just came out with is their Quad Goals multi-palettes, and I'm not sure how many colorways. I think they have like a few of colorways with this one, and they're $16 a piece. So for each stack, they have these stacks with 4 different like little colors in there. They have mattes, they have shimmers, and the thing with these is they can be used for the cheeks, the lips, or the eyes. And really with these, I don't really foresee myself, because I don't love like cream cheek products, like they really have to be like a cream cheek product, like made for the cheeks, I feel like. And I know that's kind of weird, but that's just like what I found that I enjoy the most when it comes to that. And for lip products, I already have my lip products that I love, so if I were to get these, it'd be for the eyes. And I mean, even then, I really am not too interested in these, to be completely honest. Now, I have heard a lot of, like, their colorways do intrigue me, I have to say, but I already have them, and if I want them in something else, I can get them. I'm not gonna, like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something totally up my alley other than the color schemes. And I was gonna say that I've heard a lot of people compare this launch to the Kaja Beauty Vento Trios, and I have to be perfectly honest, other than the fact that they're stackable, I don't see it personally, just because like they do have this multi-use element to them. They have like creams in there and they have mattes in there, and honestly, I would say, even though I think they're like $5 more, if you think you would just be using them for the eyes, definitely go the Kaja route. They have all matte stacks, they have like matte and shimmer stacks, they have all shimmer stacks, which I love. So really, this is not what I think I would go for. One, because it's kind of Morphe, and you know, when you can get from other brands, I personally would not want to purchase from Morphe, and then also it just doesn't seem too interesting to me. I just don't know how well it will actually perform, but if you are interested, it is already available. So Makeup Revolution has come out with these mini Flexx palettes, and they really they're really interesting to me. Like, I don't know what it is about them, but they are definitely drawing me in. They're $9.25 a piece, and they have 6 different like monochromatic colorways. And I would not say like, yes, they're like, some of them are really monochromatic and some of them just kind of have like just more of a cohesive color scheme that I feel like would really work. Either way, I'm down for it. I enjoy that. And they have both like matte formulated shades, also shimmers in there. And I have to say, I'm really digging these. Like, the color stories that they picked are just, I don't know, there's like 2 or 3 that I like really calling my name. But the thing is, these are like, they're not available right now on like Ulta, and a lot of Makeup Revolution products are, but also there's some that are only available on like Beauty Bay, which I think these are, or like Revolution's website or anything like that. And so I don't really think I would end up picking these up, and I know this is kind of weird, but I don't think it's like worth me going out of my way to go find them. But if they were to make their way to Ulta, and like I was already placing an order or something like that, or if I don't think they carry Makeup Revolution, well actually yeah, they do carry Makeup Revolution in my Ulta, but if I saw them in store and I wanted to pick them up, like that would be kind of the only reason I would want to check these out. But if you're interested and you want to go and pick them up, they're already available. So this next product I don't have like a ton information on. This is the Achiface brow wig, and I don't even know the price of it yet. I'm not sure when it's going to be coming out, but more information is supposed to be coming soon, like the launch and all of that. But with this product, the idea of it is that it's supposed to give you really fluffy brows. It's like this little brow gel product that it has like a really big like fluffy brush on it to kind of help that like application be bigger and bolder and that kind of a thing. So it's supposed to be very in your face type of brows. So if you're someone who's interested in that, I think this could be interesting. Achiface hasn't come out with too many brow products, and the few that they haven't gotten a lot of attention. So maybe this product could be big for them when it comes to brows, but we won't know quite yet until it really, you know, comes out and hits the market. Anyone who knows me, it is no surprise that this next product is calling my name. name, and it's really the only product. And I know Detorum is basically a brand that goes mostly skincare products, but even then, I typically am interested in skincare launches, but this one, I'm really not at all. Like anything they've come out with before, I'm just like, eh. But this product is really calling my name. It is the Detorum Phyto Glow Lip Balm. These are $12 a piece. There's 6 different shades, and the idea is it's really just a kind of like a hybrid between like a lip balm and that has like a little bit of a glossy, glowy finish to it. And there's something about this that I just am so intrigued by. I think it's because it's a very similar product, like as far as formula as well as like the actual like what the product is supposed to do, the performance of the product. It's very similar to the Laneige Lip Glowy Balms, which are top tier for me. They're some of my favorite lip balms out there, and this seems very similar to that, so that I think is why I would want to try it, except they're a little bit more affordable. And they have like, they're made with plant esters, and the point of that is like they're supposed to nourish, smooth, and plump the lips through those naturally derived products, which I think is very interesting. You can use it, you know, on your lips just throughout the day, kind of like the Glowy Balm, or you can use it as a lip mask at night, kind of like the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, but it's kind of like an all-in-one. They have a vanilla flavor, which is like one of my favorite, more natural scents for the lips. And I believe it's made with like naturally derived ingredients, like the vanilla flavoring or like scent to it. So I think that's really nice as well. And there's one in particular, it's I think the Petal shade that really, like, I really have my eyes on that one. But if you're interested, you can go ahead and check these out. Next, let's talk about a launch from Makeup by Mario. And I have to say, I really don't think there's been any launch from Makeup by Mario, at least that I can remember, that I've actually been like interested in wanting to try, except for this one. This one is kind of calling my name. There's one product in particular though that's really just like, I really want to try it, but this is the Soft Sculpt Collection, and it's really a collection with like different bronzers, different blushes, different highlighters, you know, products that are meant to kind of sculpt the face, this is one of my favorite steps of makeup, like bronzing, doing blush, highlighter, like that's all very interesting to me. And they have like those in a couple different formats. So they have their shaping stick, which is kind of like a bronzer type stick. They have a pop blush stick. They also have a powder bronzer. They have a glowy highlighter, and those are all $28. But then they also have, what's really calling my name, is their powder blush, and this one is $24. And the shade in particular that like I really want to try is Mellow Mauve. Of course, a mauve blush, huge surprise. But that one I really want to try, and particularly because Mario has always been someone, you know, that's very prominent in the industry, really seems to know his stuff about like makeup, and I've wanted to try something from, you know, his brand, and this seems like the product that I would want to try. So I really have my eye on that one. If you're interested, these are already available if you want to check them out. So next we have a launch from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and this is the Bad and Rougie collection. This launch, I have to say, it feels very different than a lot of other launches that I've seen out there, not even just from Jaclyn Cosmetics, but just in general. I feel like this is one that is a little bit more innovative than a lot of other launches we've seen, and really just is kind of something different. And it does seem pretty fun. It seems a lot more fun than a lot of launches we've seen recently, like when it comes down to, you know, the products, the packaging, but also like the whole campaign for it, I think was really fun. And I think that's something that honestly Jaclyn Cosmetics kind of needed. Like some of her launches recently, while they have been decent and they haven't been, you know, problematic really, and you know, I mean, her shade ranges need some work, but there hasn't been any, you know, one thing like the lipstick launch of like, what was it, 2019? Like, there hasn't been anything like that recently, but at that point, like, because of that, you know, because of that one launch, she really needs something to just like boost her brand and get a ton of attention, and that's kind of what her brand would be known for, is what I personally think. And do I think this launch is going to be it? No, but I think that this is a good step in the right direction. And the whole point of this launch is there's 3 different blush formulas that come out in it, and there's also going to be like a lightweight lip cushion, and they're in kind of like romantic, like rouge type of shades, which is kind of fun. And I think it's a good time for this time of year because you can kind of dabble in it in the summer, but then like really where I'm wearing a lot of those type of shades is going to be fall and kind of near the holiday season. So I think the timing was also very, you know, very fitting. But the 3 different blush formulas they came out with is a luminous powder blush, this little like blush palette, and their matte palettes, and then they have this like cream to powder blush formula as well. So those are kind of the different formulas. They're all already available now if you want to check them out. So I feel like I've gotten to a point in this video where I'm like, oh, like I haven't really been interested in much from this brand before, but this one does intrigue me, and this next product is no different. It is the Makeup Geek Skin Brilliance Facial Elixir, and first off, this product's only $18, and I don't want to say only because like I feel like that is very fitting for what this product is, from the brand that it's coming from. Like I feel like it makes sense, and the reason I say only is because I feel like a lot of times Marlena, I don't know, I mean she's definitely the founder of Makeup Geek. I don't know what her current position is, But basically, I feel like a lot of times products from her brand are priced a little too high in my opinion. I feel like they don't really warrant that high price tag. Like, I get that there's, you know, things that are going on, like, you know, production and packaging and materials and all the type of things that go into producing a product that may factor into that. But I feel like a lot of times it's just kind of hard for me to justify what the product is for the higher price point that a lot of the products from Makeup Geek are priced at. But this one seems very like reasonable for this brand, so I really appreciate that. And also the product in general, it's a luminous water-based like gel formula that is supposed to be really comfortable and light on the face, and it has 3 different purposes. You can use it underneath your base makeup, you can wear it on your own just like as kind of a luminous type product for the face, and then you can also wear it over top of your base makeup, which I think is very interesting as well. So there's kind of 3 different ways you can use the product. And you know, I have my fix on my like luminous primers, and really I don't think I'd use this as like a highlight, and I really don't think I'd use it on its own either. So that's why I don't think I would get it. But, you know, I think it's interesting. It's already available if you want to get it and check it out. Next, I want to talk about a launch from Patrick Ta. This is their Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. And this is the first eyeshadow palette that the brand has come out with. And I think it does make sense that it's kind of a more natural, everyday type of, you know, color story looking palette. Just something a little bit more toned down. I don't know, like a little more everyday workplace friendly. Like, I hate saying that because like anything can be everyday. Hopefully anything can be workplace friendly, you know what I mean? Like, that's where we're working towards. But this is kind of your traditional everyday palette, and I would say, you know, it's interesting. It's got some creams, it's got some powders. I believe there's like 2 different cream shades in here. There's 12 different total shades. It's got a good mix of cools and warm tones, and overall, like, it looks like a nice palette. But the thing is, it is $68, and to me it does make sense for the Patrick Ta price point at this point. Like, I feel like it's very fitting for the brand. However, I just feel like it's a little bit pricey for a just kind of like everyday natural palette, when I feel like when I walk into Sephora, I walk into Ulta, I'm looking at the, you know, more mid-priced brands. I don't know, there's color schemes that are more like natural, kind of similar to this, but they're more affordable, and they're ones that just interest me a little bit more. I don't know what that has to do with my preferences, or if that's something more universal to other people. It does interest me. Like, I have to say, I really think the shades are pretty, but I feel like I definitely already have them, and there's probably a good chance that like you might too. I don't know. I feel like they're going to come out with really cool palettes in the future, like Patrick Ta as a brand, but I'm not sure if this is the one that I want to like end up purchasing. Now, moving on to another one that I am very interested in. Of course, it's a glowy lip product. It is the Sigma Lip Oil. These are going to be $22. I don't know how many shades there are in, but they have I think 4 different shades, and the one that, well, clearly there's 2 of them that are calling my name. It's the All Hard shade. That's really interesting to me, as well as Hush. So those 2 shades I think are especially intriguing, but the other 2 I would not mind having either, especially if this formula is very good. And it's supposed to be like one of my favorite, like some of my favorite other products. I would describe them as kind of like a combination between like a gloss and a balm. And this is literally, that's how they described it. So I was like, ooh, maybe this is what I want to try. I haven't tried, I don't think, anything from Sigma, and this would be something that definitely is up my alley. It has ingredients like jojoba oil and vitamin E that are supposed to smooth, plump, and like nourish the lips, which are all things I look for in lip products. So I have to say, this is definitely the most interesting product launch that I've seen from Sigma, at least in a while, and it could even be enough to like get me to want to try it. So I don't know, but this is another product that is already available if you are interested in checking it out. But with all of that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's new makeup release video. If you did, definitely be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to check out other new makeup release videos that I've done in the past, I'll have that playlist linked down below. I think it's called like What's New in Makeup, so if you're interested in that and all of my thoughts on other launches that have come out over time, just check that out. But if you're new here and you haven't already subscribed and you would like to, and you know, stay tuned for all of the other content I have coming out, then definitely be sure to hit that button below. And if you want to be notified whenever that content comes out, definitely be sure to click that bell icon that's just right next to the subscribe button below. But with all that being said, I hope that you guys are having a great day today. I hope you have a great couple of days. Until my next video is live, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I really do appreciate it. There goes my dog, but I don't even know if y'all can hear him. Sometimes like he barks and I feel like I mention it and then like you can hardly hear it in the background, but if you can, that has been it. But yes, thank you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.